Hi, I'm Jessica Rae, the founder of Sunless Rae. Welcome back to our YouTube channel where I share all of my favorite tips and tricks for self-tanning. I have been a professional spray tan artist for over 8 years and I love sharing everything that I've learned over the years. And today I wanted to go over some of the best self-tanning tips for beginners. So say you've never used a self-tanning mousse, lotion, drops, whatever it may be, and you are nervous. You're like, what do I do? What do I use? Where do I start? So I wanted to start with choosing a mousse that is good for your skin. So I highly recommend that you are using a product that is good for your skin. So that means it's organic. Well, any self-tanner, the only way it could be organic is with organic DHA. The whole product itself cannot be organic. So as organic as it possibly can be is through organic DHA in the self-tanner, and DHA is in every self-tanner. It is what makes you tan. So looking at a self-tan mousse product specifically, you want to make sure it's non-toxic, vegan, cruelty-free, and it is the best thing that you can be putting on your body. And what I also recommend is that you start with the shade medium. I have our Sunless Rae self-tan mousse here. This is the one I formulated, and I specifically chose for it to be in shade medium because I noticed the most universal for everyone to use. Say you go with a dark or an ultra dark mousse that you see out there. You are leaving more room for error in your self-tanning, and you're honestly risking being orange. Ultra dark means higher DHA, which means higher risk for having a botched tan and an orange tan. It is not a one size fits all with self-tanning. You want to start with a lower DHA, which is what makes you tan, and then see how your skin does with that, and then go up depending on how you like your tan color to be. I always recommend starting with the medium. Sunless Rae is a medium. You can find other ones at Sephora, Ulta, online, Amazon, wherever you shop for your beauty products, and look for a medium self-tan mousse. Some products will also tell you how much DHA is in their product. A medium self-tan mousse would be an 8% DHA, so I would start with that. The next thing you're wondering is, how do I even apply the self-tan mousse? Well, the Sunless Rae self-tan kit comes with the mousse, an exfoliating mitt, and an applicator mitt. So you have everything you need to self-tan. If you aren't purchasing that, you would purchase most likely a mousse and mitt separate. So these are the two things you need. And then we have our exfoliating mitt. Before you even self-tan, you want to exfoliate using an exfoliating mitt with Dr. Bronner's body wash. That is it. Rub in circular motions. And then you want a clean canvas before you apply your self-tan mousse. And make sure you're exfoliating 24 hours before you apply the mousse so your skin has time to calm down and the mousse can react with your skin as best as possible. Also, remove all unwanted hair before the application. If you wax, do it 24 hours before, and same with shaving. You just want your pores to be closed, and shaving is a type of exfoliant which could leave your pores open. But keep in mind, you don't need to remove your arm hair if that's not normally what you remove. Just remove the hair that you would normally remove. Another tip is, after you use a self-tan product, spray tan even, you don't want to wax until your spray tan or self-tan is gone, because when you do, it's gonna rip off that fake tan, leaving you with just like a white patch. It's gonna look terrible, so do not do that. After you have prepped and you're ready to go, I personally like to apply my self-tan mousse at night. It's the last thing I do before I go to bed. I just sleep in it and shower in the morning. Okay, what I do before applying any mousse, I usually do it nude, so I'll be nude in my bathroom, and I will put like my leg up on my bathtub so I'm able to like get the areas better. But before, I will use a lotion to apply this to my dry areas so it doesn't get funky on your wrist, your hands, your elbows, knees, and your feet. You can get any lotion. This is just one generic brand from Amazon. So I'll literally use like that much. I'll rub it, and then I'll just go straight on my elbows. Maybe a little bit more for my next one. And just apply it to the dry area, because if not, this will risk turning like orange and get all funky, which is the #1 way to know that you have a bad tan. And I always get orange knees if I do not apply lotion before applying the mousse. So I always apply it to my knees and a little bit down because it's a really dry area for me. And then I will get the mousse. Always shake it a little bit before you get the mousse, and that is plenty, 2 pumps, to get basically your whole arm. So I'm not gonna do my full body, but I'm just gonna give you an idea. I just get this and rub it in circular motions And for the wrist, I just get like right there. And then I get my hand last because I don't want the majority of the product to be getting on my hand. I just want what's left over so I don't have like a super tan hand. So I rub that in, make sure you lift your arm and get all of that. So you would apply that all over your body in circular motions, making sure to lift your arm up, really get the areas that you might miss. For your back, we have a self-tan back applicator. You just kind of rub like that on your back. You can use a boyfriend, husband, partner, best friend, whoever to apply it if you don't have that. Or some people will use like a wooden spoon. So imagine this is a wooden spoon, right? They'll put this on top of it and then they could reach right there. So I've seen that before. That's a good little hack if you don't have a self-tan back applicator. But you do all those things. And then aftercare is important as well. So with ours, specifically with the Sunless Rae self-tan mousse, minimum 8 hours, and then you can just rinse off. You want to read the directions on the mousse bottle that you buy. Some are rapid. A rapid means you shower sooner than a standard. This is a standard mousse. If you use a rapid, it is 2 hours for light, 3 hours for medium, and 4 hours for dark. So make sure you follow those instructions. Don't sleep in a rapid. It's gonna overdevelop and you could possibly turn orange. I usually like just to do the standard because I like to just sleep in it and shower in the morning, not worry about timing. And what's great about the Sunless Rae self-tan mousse, it doesn't, like I can do this and like I'm not sticky, it's not transferring onto my hands, nothing. And so I can get dressed right away with this mousse, which is why I love it so much, why I don't mind sleeping in it. So I'll sleep in it, shower in the morning, and I don't use soap or lotion until the 24-hour mark, so my tan keeps developing for 24 hours. If I were to use a lotion or soap right after my first shower, I will stop the development and not have as long lasting or deep tan as I could possibly have. What I do tell people all the time is if they're like, wait, I can't use soap? Like, no, I need to use soap. That's fine, like use it on your underarms and stuff, just not like a full body soap lather right after you get out of the shower. And then what you're using on your body also makes a difference too. I always recommend an organic natural body wash and lotion to use after any self-tanning or spray tan. I like Dr. Bronner's unscented body wash. I use that consistently for years. I recommend it to all my clients when I'm spray tanning. It's just a great product. I also recommend Hemp's body lotion, also really great. I wouldn't recommend this for full body. It's not as organic and natural as possible, but I like to use a product that's not as organic and natural for my barrier on like this skin because I want it to really make a difference. If I use something too natural, it doesn't block the color as much. So something like this that's not labeled organic or natural is going to be perfect for barrier, but for all over the body, I like to use like a Hemp's. The original scent is the one I like. I hope this makes you feel way more confident with applying a self-tan product. I know it seems intimidating. If you are still nervous, do it on a day where you don't have something huge to do the next day, so you can kind of see how it will look the next day before, I don't know, you're going to a huge concert or a first date, whatever it may be. Do it on a day that doesn't really matter. That is my biggest recommendation, so you can see, and then you could touch up the next day in case you missed an area or whatever it may be. And then lastly, I'm going to give you just some quick tips that I've learned over the years of spray tanning and self tanning that are so crucial to know that a lot of people don't know. My number one is do not get in a jacuzzi with a fake tan. It will come off in the jacuzzi. The hot water and chlorine is just a perfect way to get off any self tan or spray tan. What I tell my clients actually is if they have a hard time getting it off, to go in the jacuzzi because it gets it off that well. And that unfortunately is the same with the sauna. Your skin just sweating and getting steamy and sweaty and rubbing off with a towel can take it off. So if you want your tan to last as long as possible, also do not go in a sauna. A pool, ocean is okay. Of course, it's not going to last the whole 1 to 2 week mark that it can last, but it's not going to be gone right when you come. One of my other favorite tips that a lot of people don't know is, so say you're about to work out and your self-tanner always like rubs off right here from your sports bra. What you can do is you put a little baby powder right there before you work out so it catches the sweat and it won't rub off. You can do that in any area that you sweat a lot and it's gonna help the self-tanner stay in that area. Next is to not use a loofah, exfoliating mitt, or anything like that when you have a self-tan on until you're ready for it to come off, so that you're not exfoliating it by accident while you're doing your daily shower. That is the same with a towel. When you get out, don't start like rubbing with a towel very harsh because it's gonna take off your tan. So just be gentle, pat dry with a towel, and be mindful that you have a sunless tan on. Another common thing people do is they'll get their nails done after self-tanning, which is perfectly fine. just make sure to tell your nail tech to not use a body scrub and to pat dry with a towel if they're using any of those products, so they're not scrubbing off and exfoliating your sunless tan as well. I hope those tips make a big difference in your tanning game. I know those are like the most common ones I'm always telling people, and they're like, I didn't even know that. Why did I never know that? That makes sense. So I hope that is helping you, and I hope you loved this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I come out with a new video every Tuesday and Thursday of the week with self-tan tips. I will answer all of your questions below. Leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. You can follow us on Sunless Rae on Instagram at Sunless Rae, R-A-E. Our website is sunlessrae.com. You could use code RAE25 for 25% off any of our Sunless Rae products on the website. And again, that is R-A-E. You can follow me personally at Jess Rae Buck on Instagram as well.